Hi everybody, Jeff Simon for Social Flight with another check-in from AirVenture 2024. I'm here at the ASA booth with Brian Snyder, the Director of Marketing for ASA. How are you doing, Brian?
I'm great, how are you?
And of course, I am great. And Brian Schiff, of course, which you've never seen Brian Schiff here on the show, right?
First time, man.
First time. Nice
Glad
to
to
meet
join
you.
you. Nice to meet you as well.
Nice to meet you. So we are here for a couple of reasons. First of all, you may see us riding around the show in the ASA cart for our snag, some swag promotion. You can get things like this. But one of the other things that's really cool about this is we are promoting the books here by Barry Schiff, Brian's dad, and all these great things, including this one, which I really love, which is an illustrated guide to flying. Brian, tell me a little bit about, with all the educational stuff for people who are already pilots, tell me what had your dad create this book.
So Dad initially wrote this book, I think some 55 years ago, as a little golden guide to flying. And the purpose of which was to get people interested in flying, to get people to want to learn how to fly. So he's updated the book with awesome pictures with some of the world's best photographers, I might add, and pictures and explanations of all the aspects of aviation to kind of form as a teaser to get someone to want to learn how to fly.
Yeah. I found it a fascinating read, even as a pilot, like already. It's so cool to see this whole perspective. And I know, Brian, you've got so many cool products here, but it's really interesting to have this one that has it's like the whole breadth of aviation put together in one book. So you can see people's interests. It's almost like reading a magazine about it.
It answers a lot of the questions that laymen ask pilots. What about this? What about that? They're all in there. Those questions are answered. But I think that pilots should when they make their annual pilgrimage to get their ASA FAR AIM, they should also buy one of these and gift it to somebody who's interested in flying. And I think that was the best way to tell someone, hey, this is what I do. I want you to see what it's about and I'd like you to become interested in it.
I like that pay it forward aspect. I mean, as pilots, we're always trying to promote, general aviation, get more people into it, get more people to understand it. The idea, that's something I'm going to do. The idea of keeping 1 or 2 copies of this on hand so that when you have someone that you think is ready, and you can just give them the gift of flying by giving them the book, that's a fantastic thought.
Yeah, and it explains it in really easy to understand ways of how when your kid looks out the airliner window and sees a wing that's not doing anything, how is that keeping us up in the air? Yeah. And this book shows you how.
And so many other facets of it. I know that Barry went and surveyed so many different parts of aviation, types of aviation. I have to say I'm actually honored. He took a little cameo and put me in there at some point. I've been doing home building with the Mustang. So that was probably one of the biggest honors of my life. And so
find Jeff in the book and get a free swag, right?
Yes, find me the book, get some free swag. So it's just cool. So if you are here at AirVenture, be sure to come by the ASA booth, check it out. Keep an eye out for us. We'll also be there in the ASA golf cart. You'll see a Social Flight flag. We're giving away a lot of swag and signed copies. We have just a few for some very, very special folks that get lucky enough to get one. And it's a signed copy of the Illustrated Guide to Flying by Barry Schiff. And Brian, just thanks so much for everything that you're doing to help us out at Social Flight and promote general aviation with all your products.
Yeah, you're very welcome. We're happy to do it. We're glad we could do this with you.
Excellent.
Thank you for publishing Dad's books. No one else would. No, I'm kidding.
Yes,
it really
exactly
is a great
the opposite.
Book. Yeah. It's pieced together in small chunks of information. So if somebody doesn't know what airspeed is or some topic like that, it's really easy to just take a small chunk of information. You don't have to read the whole book or the whole chapter. You can just page by page, when you feel like it and learn. So
I love it. It's the gift to pay forward from everything that you do.
Exactly. I think it's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
Well, thanks for everything, and thanks for taking up the mantle, because I know you were doing a lot of writing with the Proficient Pilot, a lot of education. You'll see a lot more work together that Brian and I continue to do, and we will see you again soon for our Social Flight at AirVenture 2024. I'm Jeff Simon. I wish you all blue skies.